Cherokee, did you enjoy your outing? Getting my exercise today. We kind of slept in. Well, didn't sleep in, but it was incredibly mild, and we didn't rush to get out and beat the heat, and Wendell's still tired from work. He works in a very physically demanding place, and this is, another one of his days off, so he was being lazy. I was posting ads for rabbits, so that takes, time to do that, and we're just having kind of a lazy Saturday morning type of a day, even though it's not Saturday. And sorry if the wind's like a pain here. Anyways, by the time I came outside, Wendell comes up and he's telling me, which we had to get away from the geese to be able to hear, and he tells me that he left the gate open last night on accident, or he didn't leave the gate open. What happened was he opened it, or he didn't shut it immediately behind him. It was really dark, and Cherokee, our horse that we keep in the yard, my horse, that I've had for like 15 years, she got out. And this has happened before. It happens sometimes. But she's always just right behind us at our neighbors. We live on a dead-end road, and, you don't want her to go over there and get into her neighbor's garden or anything, but she's really the most reasonable person ever. By the way, her name is Karen, and so we have like this little bit of an inside joke about Karens, because the Karens that we know are nice, reasonable people. One of them that my husband knew for a long time, she was a hippie, so, she's not like a real hardcore hippie, not a prejudiced person at all, or unreasonably, intrusive, but we love our neighbor. So, I'm like, well, I'll just go down the opposite direction, because he'd already been out there feeding. I called for her, and she hadn't come back up to the gate. Normally that's what would happen. As soon as they hear us out there feeding, whatever horse or horses have gotten out, they come right back. Nothing. So, I'm like, okay, I'll walk along. And about the time, I'm like, you know what? She's not at we have 2 gates. I'll probably have to wait, because I'm about to pass by the creek. I walked across the bridge. Let's look at this. Come over here. Very lovely. Right back. Taking pictures. But, so, she's gone across stuff like that before. She has no problem going through water. I rode her trail riding and stuff like that. And, she's not, afraid of dogs and stuff. The neighbors here, they have a large dog and a small dog. And so I've gone all the way past this. Up here, halfway between where I am and our house, I thought, she's not at the end of our first driveway. I guess I could slow down a little bit. Still worked up. She's not at the end of our first driveway, so, because the grass has grown up there more, and I would, sometimes I take her out there and let her graze that area down while she has her halter on. And I don't know what that was exactly. Anyhow, about the point, I am thinking, she didn't go this far. I looked down and her hoof is split. Her back hoof, one of them. And sure enough, there is this split hoof print in the sandy part. It's like, she did go this way. Thought, well, maybe she's just around the bend, just out of sight. No, but there was an incredibly fresh pile of horse manure. So then I keep walking. I think, well, maybe she's, where I'm at now. This is where I found the geese, by the way. The time it flooded and a couple of the young geese washed down. So, the water it's down there. You cannot even see. So, the water gets up enough. It's hard to gauge what I'm looking at here. Let me see. There's the water. Got that kind of dry cough going. Could use a drink of water right now. So yeah, when she wasn't here, I thought, well, maybe she went up there, and the dog was kind of barking. Their dogs, the neighbor's dogs. But, maybe she went up there. Well, they have their yard all mowed around nicely. I've never been over there, but they've known my husband forever. Nobody was home. So I walked around the edge of their yard after the dog decided I was fine. And I could tell nothing large had gone into what was beyond, because it's not fenced for a ways. I was kind of hoping she was there, because it's a safe little pocket. And even though all this behind me is pretty steep, she's not going to just say, I just want to go up there. Trust me, I know this horse, she's not. So, and I'm like glowing here. That was past the pile of horse poop, and right in here is where I seen her tracks. And it's like, so you can't see our house from here, even though it's just right around this bend. So I was starting to get a little distraught, actually, after not finding her at all these points. And called Wendell, and I'm talking to him and stuff, and he's like, well, you might as well come on back. I was like, why? Because when I talked to him, I said, go ahead and get the halter and the lead rope. When she didn't just meet me when she heard me, not the halter and the lead rope, the halter and some grain. She was at our Karen's all the time, didn't bother to come on up for breakfast. So but she had just been right here, so I don't know. I don't know if she'd gone up there and come back and missed us and then made a little circle. I don't know if she went all the way down and decided she didn't want anything to do with the Rottweiler. The neighbor's dog. But yeah, so she was safe the whole time. It was I walked almost up to the road, and there are several places she could have turned back and gone into somebody's yard or something. And when I'm going past these yards and not seeing her, I'm like, why? Why would she go past all these spots? Well, because she didn't, but the road, here are turkeys, here are geese. The road is I don't know, quarter of a mile, eighth of a mile. Like, I was almost up to the blacktop. And it wasn't just like, you know, a straight country road. It is curvy and hilly, and we're at the bottom of a hill on a curve. So, somebody hit a cow. It wasn't anybody we know, but somebody hit a cow last year on the road right up there because it's kind of dangerous the way it is, and people have almost hit each other because people drive too fast. So yes, I was getting concerned. Really glad I found her. She's so, you know, I intended to get more exercise and got to start today. Excuse me, I'm gonna go get a drink of water, and I hope you've enjoyed our chat and our walk. And yeah, oh, now I have to like regroup and remember what my plans even were for today. But hey, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.